Hello, and welcome to another episode of SkyrimPlus. Today I'm featuring Halamshiral by Elianora. Let's check out the map. Here we are at Halamshiral. We're near Solitude, the Solitude Sawmill, Fort Snowhawk, Morthal, and here we are again at our featured home, Halamshiral. When you first arrive at the home, you'll be attacked by a Hagraven. Finish her off, and then check out her inventory. Inside, you'll find her journal and a key to the home. Let's take the key, and now let's read that journal. The Journal of Esmerelda, Volume 18. The limits of what I can accomplish and the power I can attain with working with the College of Winterhold have been reached. Those overcautious fools will never understand or accept what is needed to be done, and they surely will not approve of my transformation. Let them shun me. I'm going through with the ritual and will be stronger than ever. Now that we know the backstory, let's check out our new home. And here's our new beautiful mage tower in the swamps of Morthal, and it sure does look unique. Now we'll check out the outdoor features before heading inside. It looks like you have a boat dock. The boat doesn't actually travel anywhere, but it makes for some nice decoration. And that's a great view of the swamp. There's the front of our home again, and now we'll head back towards Esmerelda's body. Right next to her body, you'll find a wood chopping block for your firewood needs. And then if you go to the back of the home, you'll have a great view of Solitude and the Arch. So you have a scenic view from the privacy of the swampland. Now that we've seen this side of the home, we'll head to the other side. And while we're on our way, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, now we're going to check out the left side of the property. And when we do, we find a quaint dining table for two. That rhymes. Just past that is a garden with 12 fertile soils where you can plant whatever you want. And then we find our smithing suite, starting with our mini smelter, our grindstone, tanning rack, workbench, and then behind the table is the anvil. And that completes our suite. If you've noticed the yellow plants glowing, those are root weeds from the mod Detailed Landscapes. I'll leave a link to my feature of that mod in my pinned comment. Now that we've seen all of the outside features, let's head inside. And here we are inside of Halamshiral. And as you can see, we have some eye candy already. But first, let's check out the front foyer, where Ellie has recolored some dwarven containers that look really neat. There's a chest for storage, and there's a place to kick off your boots after a long day of adventuring. And on the other side of the foyer, we find some windows. The lighting reflects the time of day, and it looks like you have a chair if you want to sit back and relax. Now that we've seen the foyer, let's head into the living space. And as we do, the garden in the center of the room grabs our attention. It's blackreach-themed with illuminated mushrooms, cave worms, and gleam blossoms. This garden is similar to the one in her Winterhold Mage Tower, Telashan, that I covered about a month ago. And as we turn left, we have our kitchen with a cozy fireplace, harvestable ingredients, a cooking pot, a baking service, and a coffee maker. Let's take a closer look at this coffee maker. The coffee maker allows you to make cups of coffee that improve stamina and lockpicking by 15% for 43,200 seconds. To make a cup, you'll need some coffee beans and water. Those 3 bottles next to the coffee maker are water. And then when you look at the bowls just past the quaint dining table for two, you'll find some more coffee beans. So you're already off to a good start to make a strong cup of coffee. This space also includes storage for food, drinks, baking supplies, and fruits and vegetables. Now we'll see what the rest of this space has to offer. Next, we have displays for the Mythic Dawn and Archmage robes, as well as the Staff of Uric Galderson and the Staff of Magnus. Just past that is a cabinet, and then we find a wall to display some of the unique items, like the Dragon Priest masks, Dragon Claws, Daedric items, important amulets, and the Paragons. And then we have a custom staff enchanter and storage for heartstones in the cabinet below. That ladder takes us up to the next level, we'll go there in a moment, And then in the display above, you have a spot for the Initiate's Ewer and the Essence Extractor. Here's a rare disenchantment font, which allows you to disenchant items that you've made and re-enchant the items with a new, stronger enchantment. The skull with glowing eyes is a custom arcane enchanter. There's storage for soul gems below it. And then here's your alchemy lab with a potion and ingredients basket nearby. You also have spots to display the insects in a jar and robes of Vermina if you've collected those. As we turn towards the ladder to go upstairs, here's another view of the mesmerizing garden and special items display. Now that we've seen the main level, let's head upstairs. And here's the second level of our home. This level has a recolored blackreach lantern that looks super cool, a mage seal and banners, magical lights, and an office area with lots of themed decoration from Elianora, the queen of static clutter. Next, there's a spot to display the black books, the Mythic Dawn commentaries, Dreamstride, Malin Varen's grimoire, and the Agma Infinium. And after that, you have some bookshelves and bookcases for the bookworms of Skyrim. Here's a spot to display your Elder Scrolls, and 8 weapons racks to display some of your favorite weapons. Speaking of displays, check out that display with Spellbreaker, Sanguine's Rose, and the Wabbajack. Very cool. And then we find some more bookshelves and bookcases. And then we find 3 mannequins to display some of your favorite armor sets. And then when we look down, we notice that this space is open to the main floor, and you still have a great view of that garden. Now that we've seen everything on the second floor, let's head up to the attic and see what that has to offer. And now we're in the top level of the home, the attic. And before I start breaking down the room, check out this amazing ceiling and natural light coming in. And now we'll take a look around what appears to be our bedroom. Here's a bed for 2 with custom sheets, which is on top of an attractive rug. Behind the bed is a shrine to Julianos and a strong box for your valuables. You have a chest in the corner for additional storage, 2 mannequins to display your armor, a weapons barrel, a spot for your gear, a closet for your clothes and robes, and named storage for hats, hoods, and helmets, gloves and gauntlets, and boots and shoes. There's a barrel for your staves and another chest for storage. And then check out these cool wall textures. I'm definitely a fan of these. Here's a throne to sit and relax, and now we're back to our bed. So now that we've seen all of the features of this home, it's time for final thoughts. Halamshiral is a mysterious mage home in Morthal. It offers a bed for 2, a kitchen with a cooking pot, baking surface, and coffee pot, which offers some unique buffs. There's a garden with 12 fertile soils to plant whatever you want, a full smithing suite, a woodchopping block, a shrine of Julianos, a beautiful blackreach-style garden, tons of named storage and themed clutter, 5 mannequins, and weapon racks for 8 weapons. You also have an alchemy lab, an arcane enchanter, a staff enchanter, a disenchanter, and plenty of places to store special items. Ellie made sure to make the displays stylish. If you're looking for a mage tower in the swamps, Halamshiral could be the home for you. This concludes my feature of Halamshiral. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell icon if you want to be notified of when I post. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next episode.